Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners and hi to any newbies. It's so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while. And if you like what you see, give me a thumbie. They are free. So today we are doing this week's episode of Crochet Catch Up. Now, my Crochet Catch Up is where I catch you up on all the crochet that I have managed to do in the past week since the last episode. Now, you have already seen the majority of the crocheting that I got done in Tuesday's Pick My Whip update video. There is a smidgy bit more, not much more, but a smidgy bit more. And that is because, excuse me, I set myself a deadline to do that Pick My Whip update video and I hadn't got very far in it and I had to quickly get it done for that video. So it gave me that motivation and that drive to get the crocheting done so I could film that video for you all. So yeah, even though I'm not supposed to be pressurizing myself, I did pressurize myself because I am the queen of procrastination, it would appear. I've always known that. But I will not be going into too much details about the main crochet item because, like I said, it is discussed in length in that Pick My Whip update video. So go back and check that one out if you haven't done so already. But I will just briefly touch upon that project, and it is the Flamingo Family all from Jade. I will put a link down to that pattern in the description box. It is a paid for pattern. Only purchase it if you are able to. Very interesting. I learned a lot from making that amigurumi pattern. It was not your bog standard construction. There was a lot of techniques that I hadn't done before, but it was quite an intensive amigurumi project compared to some of the ones that I can whip out in 5 minutes. This did take much, much longer. But there is a mum, a dad, and a baby. And that is exactly what I did. Here is mum. Oh, bent wing. Put your wing back in, love. Tuck yourself in. With her lovely pink, bendy, beautiful knees. She did turn out a little bit wonky. She's looking off to the side. Her legs aren't centered. But I did follow the pattern. So if I was to make them again, I would move the legs over this way a little bit more just to center them. But other than that, I am absolutely pleased as punch with her. I love the technique that Jade gave us to make sure that the wings stayed tucked in. And with her, she has got a little surprise. She has a pouch underneath. This isn't just a hole, it is a crocheted piece that you put on the inside. And that is because you can have the baby flamingo tuck up inside if you wish to. Only the baby flamingo can fit. You can't fit the egg as well. But if you haven't got your baby flamingo inside mama, and here she is, pretty beautiful lady, oh yeah. If you don't want the baby tucked up inside, you can tuck the baby up in its own little egg. And then you just pop up the top. And here is the little cutie patootie inside. Look how tiny he is. Now, I didn't do the embroidered feet underneath. That's okay. And if I did it again, I would make this little fluffy fuzz hair a little bit bigger and a little bit more noticeable. But yes, there is the teeny tiny little one. That, like I said, can either live in its egg or can tuck up inside mama's pouch. Boop. There we go. So there's mama, baby, and egg. And then dad is the one wearing the mallard duck sun hat. Bucket hat. Just get him camera ready. Ta-da! There he is. Like I said, absolutely loved it. It was a bit more complex than I thought. But there we have it. Closer look of his little hat there. Is fully removable. Absolutely love it. Cute, 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 cute. There we go. And again, I would move the legs slightly over this way because again, they're not central. I followed the pattern. I don't know whether it's a me thing, a tension thing, or whether I do just need to move them over. But yes, I got my Pick My Whip project done. Yes, I did. This was a gift from the gorgeous Patricia over at yarnycat_crochet. Thank you once again, Patricia. Absolutely love them. And like I explained in the Pick My Whip video, I will be gifting these to somebody a bit later this year. There we go. So that was the majority of my crocheting this week. I'm not even going to lie to you. But I am filming this on Saturday the 17th of May. So Friday night the 16th, I did manage to get another 20 pairs of crochet hearts done for Hearts Healing Hearts. Again, I haven't sewn in my ends, but that's okay. I will get to it. So I have got 20 pairs completed now because I did 10 last week. Which is halfway towards my 40 target. I've got one more week of crocheting them before I need to get them filmed and bagged up and sent in the post for this month's totals. I finished off the skein of white cotton that I had started last week. So I managed to get 15 pairs out of that one skein of cotton, and I can now claim that yarn label. It was I Love This Yarn by Hobby Lobby in white. So there is those 5 pairs in the white. Gorgeous. And before I show you the other 5, let me explain for those of you that might not have been here, may not have heard about it. These crocheted pairs of hearts I do for charity donations. It is a charity here in the UK. They are like a branch off charity from Needles, Hooks, Angels and Premies. It is one lady who set it up and relies on donations from those of us that have the time, the yarn, the skill and the ability to send these donations to her. And then she boxes them up and she pays the postage in getting these boxes of goodies to whoever needs them. The pairs of hearts, they need to be identical. They can be between 1 and 4 inches big. They prefer light and bright colours, no dark colours. And the thought behind them is that the family has one of the hearts and the loved one has the other heart, so they are forever connected by these crocheted hearts. And the types of places they get sent to are hospitals, because if you're in hospital for a long period of time, your visitors can't be with you 24/7, but if your family's got one and you've got one, you're connected through the heart. Same with hospice, you can't be with someone every minute of every day while you're in hospice. And also funeral homes as well. When your loved one has sadly passed forever, they can carry their heart to wherever they are going in their next journey, and you will always have yours. So even after they've gone, you are connected forever, and I just love it. I love these hearts. They use up lots of scraps. They don't take a lot of yarn at all. They take me 4 to 5 minutes per heart, so 8 to 9 minutes for a pair. And eventually, like I said, I will sew in the ends, and then I will get a spare bit of yarn and just tie them together with a little bow, and then that is the pair that is given out. I also pre-bag them before sending them to the lovely lady B who sorts all of this out. So like I said, 5 more in the white cotton, and then I had some scraps left over from my Manfa Mal's rainbow blanket. So I utilised as much of that as I could. I managed to get a pair in the sunshiny golden yellow, the violety purple, and then I used 2 of the pinks to make this pair. And then I still had some of that brighter pink, so I used up what I could of that. And then I used some of the flamingo pink for this pair, and just to make up that 10th pair of the flamingo pink as well. So yes, another 20 pairs of gorgeous hearts for charity to go towards my charity donations. Like I said, these 10 get me halfway there for my goal for the month, which is fabulous. Yeah, so that was good progress for that, and I did that in one evening, which was wonderful. And then again, like I've said, I'm filming this on Saturday the 17th of May. I always like to earmark some really relaxing crochet time for me on a Saturday morning after I've had a full-on week at work, Monday to Friday. Saturday mornings, I don't have to get up and on necessarily, so I award myself with, or reward myself with a couple hours of crocheting in bed with my morning cup of tea, or a couple of cups of tea, depending on how long I've got. So this morning I managed to grab this project here. Didn't put as much work into it as I wanted to, because like I said, I only had a couple of hours this morning, and it wasn't continual crocheting. It was just relaxing crocheting. It's my favorite crochet moment of the whole week, is my Saturday morning. I managed to finish off the second cake in my Sunflower Spectrum DK blanket. That's what a full cake looks like. Gorgeous, pretty, beautiful, even if I do say so myself. This one is the colourway Pisces. I got these cakes from the Knitting Network. They are 100 grams, approximately 360 meters or 394 yards, 100% acrylic, made in Turkey. Machine wash up to 30 degrees Celsius. Do not iron, do not tumble, do not bleach. Recommends 4mm knitting needles, no hook, because it is the Knitting Network. And like I said, in the colourway of Pisces, gorgeous pinks, whites and purples. And if you remember, I am using the Lovey Dovey stitch from Creative Grandma. I used her tutorial for that to make a baby blanket. So all of the YouTube channels that I have mentioned today, they are down in my description box. Please do click them, check them out if you're not familiar. Gorgeous, gorgeous people. Wouldn't recommend them or link them or, you know, talk about them if they, you know, weren't worth it. They are definitely worth it. So I'm using the Lovey Dovey stitch in my baby blanket. And this baby blanket will eventually get sent across the pond, not to America, to Sicily, where the gorgeous Christina from Bella Uncinetto lives. Like I said, she lives in Sicily, but she works on a US military base as a teacher. And one of her wonderful friends on that base has decided to put together baby hampers for the new arrivals and expectant mums on campus. Yeah, so I've been doing some baby blankets for that. So this is, again, is a charity make. I have already, you know, done some of these blankets. They featured in past videos. But I'm loving the yarn, loving how the colours are playing out, loving this stitch. I'm really enjoying it. This isn't as big of a baby blanket as I was hoping for. I followed Glenda Creative Grandma's tutorial, but because I'm using a DK weight and because my tension is a lot tighter than most, I think that's why it's slightly smaller. But this could be used as a car seat blanket or tummy time blanket, or, you know, in a stroller when they're slightly bigger, but they don't need like a full length blanket. It is so gorgeous. So let me show you where we got to last time, which was here. That is how much I got in last time. And then this morning, I managed to get that much more. So from this stitch marker up, I got that much more in this morning. So, you know, I didn't do too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 rows. So, you know, and obviously I've got to attach the next cake here. I ran out of yarn mid-row, but that's okay. So this is 2 full cakes. I have 5 of them, and I am planning on putting all 5 in. So like I said, it's not massive, but it will be still a really nice size. and the colours, in my opinion, are playing out absolutely beautifully. And when it's done, I should have 5 cake yarn labels to contribute to my end of year totals. So there we have it, guys. That is all I have managed to do this week. So that was still a nice chunk this morning. Love it. Beautiful, so pretty. Like I said, check out the guys and girls in my description box. I will link tutorials or patterns that I've mentioned as well. Just be reminded that the flamingo pattern is a paid for pattern. It's not free. But obviously Glenda's tutorial for the lovey-dovey stitch is free because it's on her YouTube channel. It is so gorgeous, so easy, but it's just absolutely beautiful. Let me bring it up close to the camera so you can see the texture that it creates as well. Gorgeous. Love it. And that is that. I wonder what I'll get done next week. Who knows? Right, guys, thank you for watching me all week long. I really do appreciate it. Please, please, please do enjoy the weekend ahead. Have we got anything planned? Yes, I do. So today, actually, while you're watching this, it is my real life mum's birthday. So happy birthday to my mum. She doesn't watch my channel, but happy birthday to my mum. And Saturday I am taking her out for her birthday. So I have bought us tickets to a small local country concert. And it is tribute acts for women rock stars in like the 70s, 80s, that sort of era. So that'll be really fun. So because I've bought the tickets, that's part of her present. And then I'm going to take her out for dinner and buy her dinner, treat her to a dinner. And then whatever drinks we have while we're at the concert will be on me as well. So I'm going out. And not only am I going out, I'm going with my mum, which hardly ever happens. So I'm really looking forward to that. Hopefully we will make some gorgeous memories together. And we have a gorgeous dinner and just a lovely time in general. And I will be able to partake in an alcohol beverage or 5. So yeah, Sunday Manfa might not be feeling so great, but it's okay. It only happens once in a blue moon. I will be safe. I will be with my mum, and I will be staying the night at her house. So I will not be driving anywhere. We will be walking there and walking back, and we will be absolutely fine and dandy. So don't you worry, guys. So I will let you know how that night out goes next time. And other than that, I don't think there are any other plans, but that's enough. I mean, I'm probably going to take a week to recover from that as it is. Oh, but what is happening is, so I'm going out on the Saturday with my mum. Not sure about Sunday, but then that week coming up, I have the week off work. Yay! It will be my first time off since Christmas. It is more than overdue. I am more than ready for it. And the kids have the week off of school as well. So hopefully I will get in some good quality time with my bambinos. Yeah, so there we go. Maybe there is more planned or to talk about than I thought. I am supposed to be picking the winner of my monthly pattern giveaway that I did last week. However, because I'm only filming this 2 days after that video came out, I want to give everyone a fair chance of entering. So what I will do is I will release a separate little video for that for next Friday. I can film that really quickly during the week after work one night. So because obviously I'm filming this a week before you're seeing it, so I still have a week of work. But at the end of the week, on the Thursday that you're watching this, I'll have the night out and the week off. So I will remember to pick the winner of that as soon as I can. So yeah, I haven't forgotten. It's just not fair to draw it when I've only had it open for a couple of days. So yeah, Hope you guys have fun plans coming up. Hope you enjoyed today's video. I will of course be back next week with more of my scheduled content. But until then, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones, and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one or around the YouTube streets. Bye guys, love you loads.